welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monalisa Rambai, bringing you the Salesian news across the globe. The Salesianos Foundation of the Sons of Don Bosco, active in the St. Anthony province of Portugal, through Missão Don Bosco, the Salesian missionary procuratorate of the province, promptly activated a fundraising campaign to help the inhabitants of Aleppo, one of the cities most affected by the earthquake that hit Syria and Turkey last Monday. Urgent support is therefore needed to meet the needs of the thousands of families affected by this disaster. At the same time, it is also important to support those who have had to run away from home and need everything like food, warm clothes, hospitality, psychological and spiritual support. The Salesians present in Syria are at the forefront on this front. In order to be of help, the whole congregation is already organizing itself all over the world to support the humanitarian efforts of the Salesian province of the Middle East, and numerous solidarity campaigns are already underway. In Portugal, for example, there is Missão Don Bosco, which is already working in support of this humanitarian emergency and has launched a solidarity campaign. The city of Cucuta, Colombia, located on the border with Venezuela, woke up on February 1, 2023 to the sound of the marching band announcing in its streets the remembrance of the death of Blessed Luigi Vieira, SDB, founder of the Daughters of the Sacred Hearts of Jesus, and Mary, who knew Cucuta as his last city on his earthly pilgrimage. To remember him, the Daughters of the Sacred Heart celebrated the centenary of the death of their founder, now blessed, last February 1st, with a long celebration that began in the morning with a procession of the bands of their two schools, Sagrados Corazons and the Padre Luis Vieira, to the cathedral dedicated to Saint Joseph. It was January 30th, 1993, when the Salesians of Don Bosco inaugurated the Don Bosco Center in Tirina in the presence of many civil, religious and youth authorities, but also with many difficulties. 30 years ago, what is now the Don Bosco neighborhood was nothing more than the immediate outskirts of Tirina, just countryside and no construction, just as the Don Bosco Center itself was nothing more than a large fenced-in space with more than 40 bunkers enclosed inside. Over the years, the Don Bosco neighborhood, one of the best known and most populated housing areas in Tirina, with more than 1 million inhabitants, was born. Where there were only bunkers, now stands a large, lively educational center, a school with nearly 800 pupils, an oratory, a parish, and a daycare center for ethnic Roman children. In 30 years, so many Salesians through their work have made a remarkable contribution to the development of the Albanian land. Nearly 12 years of war, a bomb-ravaged country with only 2 hours of electricity per day, no fuel for generators, where there is no work and where prices are unaffordable due to inflation. This was Syria at the time it suffered 2 devastating earthquakes between Sunday, February 5th and Monday, February 6th, both exceeding 7 on the Richter scale. The first brought survivors to the streets in the rain, the second brought down many damaged buildings. In the face of such a scenario, Salesians around the world are taking action, and from Spain, both Misiones Salesianas, the Salesian Mission Office of Madrid and Bosco Global, and NGO of the Spain Mary Help of Christians province have been activated. Most families have returned to their homes to see what state they are in and if they take some clothing, but they are very afraid. The government has also distributed some bread, but we still need everything like mattresses, blankets, warm clothes, food, the Aleppo Salesians report. On January 31st, the Salesian family in and around Shillong gathered at Don Bosco Technical School to celebrate the feast of Don Bosco. The event began with the presentation of the Rector Major Strana 2023 as the yeast in today's human family, the later invention of the family of Don Bosco by Father Devasia Vezhail. Afterward, Father Paul O. Lincott, Superior of the Salesian Province of Shillong INS, presided over the Eucharist, in which he stressed the importance of Salesian accompaniment of young people. We must always accompany young people on their journey, just as Don Bosco did. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.